Peace and love.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up!
Peace and love. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love.
Now, whose ass I gotta kick to get myself a beer off up in here? Now look at you, Martin. You got two tenderonis in the house. Vanilla and chocolate. Two big old dips. You just like your uncle, boy.
Yeah, well, you know.
A bad pajama jamma. I got my eye on you.
Which one?
What? What?
Damn.
What?
Come on, calm it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down.
I know Martin keeping Gina busy all night long.
So much about taking care of your wife, but a stronger man is one who puts his wife in position for y'all to get the bag together to where she's just as strong as you, if not sometimes stronger. The way that me and my wife relationship is set up is that I'm the executor. I go out and get the bag. I'm on the phones, I'm closing deals. My wife is the one who's the organizer. She literally organized the entire Jumpin' Jack Tax brand as far as all the way down to the aesthetics, getting the website right, letting me know how the process should be. And then I just had to take the system and say, all right, I'm about to breathe life into this thing. And now we got over 200 and something offices. But if you got a wife that you just taking care of, now she's just going to become a bill. Now you're just a liability. You subtracting from me and not adding to me. Other than what? Sex? But we all know sex gets old. But I'm going to do the same three positions every night. I'm not doing that. It got to be more to the equation. We got to mentally stimulate each other. We got to get the bag together. Spiritually, pray for one another. Speak life into one another in life. When you get a woman like that, that's when you kind of take that to the...
You don't get to be Mr. Copeland, Debbie Allen, name somebody, by just being, okay, that's what they told me to do. I learned everybody's part, honey, and I tried to make sure I did it better than them. I'm not trying to make you vicious. I'm trying to make you be sharp. Pull up. Teach the combination, Jalen. Everybody learn it right now. Any more of this, and I'm coming for you. If one person is out and they have a solo, 5 people should be ready. I can do it. You little ones should be up there trying to do it. Don't be compromised by anybody in front of this room that tells you you can't. I'm telling you that you can. What am I telling you? That you can.
A nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball-playing niggas, you know? Like Bird, Magic or something. Yeah, you know, a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man?
Peace and love.
I get love out here in Harlem, man. I done sold coke on these streets, man. Hash, weed, heroin. As long as niggas is feeling it, a nigga like me can hustle it. That's my gift in life, eh? You know?
Peace and love.
What? The fuck you laughing at, B?
You, man. Funny, man. You a hustling motherfucker, man. For real, baby. You fucking killing me, man.
That's a fact. Peace and love.
If you still care,
Yo, Peace and Love Podcast, man. We are back in the building. It's a great Wednesday. It's been about a week and a half since we've been in here. It's great to be back with you guys. I hope all is well. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy D'Angelo in the background. Little SOS band for you. We got a lot to talk about today. We're gonna get right into it, man. We got a special guest in the building today. We got Mr. Troy Green in the building today, man. It's been quite some time, bro. It's good to be here sitting with you, man. We got a lot to talk about. Let me see. Is your mic on? Boom.
Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check.
Not hearing this mic. Hold on a second. All right, now say something in the mic.
Mic check.
There we go. Yep. All right, boom. So again, man, it's good to have you in here, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We got a lot that we're both working on individually.
Yeah.
Before we get it cracking, just let the people know where they can find you at.
Yep.
You know, all your social media and everything.
Yep. You can find my personal page on IG is Broda Producer 4, BRODA Producer number 4, and then the other page Slap It or Trash It, SLAPOR Trash It. Spell it the right way. Yep, that's on IG. Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
There it is.
Twitter,
there it
nothing
is.
like that. I don't do no tweeting and none of that. So,
Okay.
you know.
So you said we'll get into that later in the interview, but you said something about Slap It or Trash It.
Yep.
Sound like a very interesting concept. Could you just tell the people a little bit about what you got going on with the Slap It or Trash It?
Basically, Slap It or Trash It, man. It's just a platform for all the local LA artists, bro. That's trying to from local LA artists. You don't have to be a rapper. You can be an actual artist, a designer, a clothing designer. You can be a small business owner. You
That's
can be
fact.
a chef, whatever the case may be. We just take it and promote, all the local artists, the local business throughout the city, bro. Pretty much, and we do it all for free, man. But we do pick and choose what content to promote,
Absolutely.
but it's all for free, bro. So it's just to promote the local LA artists that's coming up, man.
What made you get into that? And you said for free. A lot of times people don't want to get into doing stuff for free,
Yep.
especially when they starting off. You know, everything is about the bag now and all this and that.
Yep.
What made you get into this and say I'm gonna do this for free?
For me, bro, I always been a music head. For one, this is where it really start off at. It's still from me listening to music, and I'm always looking for new music every day, all day. Okay. And I feel like for me, bro, if I like a song, you got people. Let me take it back. People will see a video online,
right?
They see a fight and they repost that.
True,
right?
true.
So it's the same thing with me. I'm not scared to repost your song if your song is hot.
Exactly.
If it's hot, I'm gonna repost it.
That's
Why
right.
not? It take 2 seconds just to repost your song. If it's banging, it's banging. You get what I'm saying? And then that's really where it comes from. I don't got no problem with doing that for free. A post,
it's nothing.
Man,
and you saying instead of reposting a fight, let's do something positive to try to help promote.
Exactly.
And I'm not asking for no money for this marketing I'm doing for you. I'm just gonna repost it because I like it.
Exactly. That's it. It's just that simple, and that's where it comes from. You feel me? And then it's trying to grow from there.
Okay. All right. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna talk more about that a little later. I think some of the most important things that's going on in the city is the Lakers.
Yep.
The Lakers are looking incredible.
Yep.
It's looking like we're gonna win another championship. It's looking like we're gonna win another championship. LeBron is playing the best I've seen him play in 10 years.
Yep.
AD is playing like the best big man I've seen in the league. His footwork is crazy. My boy McGee is playing crazy. I'm sure that's my cousin somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy JaVale.
Beautiful.
It's a lot going on. The Lakers are looking great.
Right.
It's a lot of teams in the NBA looking good too. The Clippers are looking good.
Not Golden State though.
No, that's a fact.
It's ugly, boy.
Yes, indeed.
That's
It's looking real ugly.
But being from the city, you know that growing up, Golden State was a non-factor.
This is true.
There was no Golden State fans.
This is true.
So Golden State is just going back to what they've been for forever.
This is true.
It's all of that
I hate
5
to
years.
say it, but that's true.
Yeah, it was no Golden State fans out here.
Yeah,
so they need
true.
to stop all the fronting.
Yeah.
We love Oakland. We love everything that the Bay Area has to offer.
Yeah,
but y'all
love
front,
the
man.
Bay.
Yeah, y'all didn't like that. Y'all wasn't Golden State fans like that. Come on, man.
Yeah, I love the Bay. Shout out to the Bay, man. I ain't gonna cap. Who was that? My boy had 39 points the other day, right?
Who was that?
Was that I can't think who was killing.
Probably LeBron or somebody.
I think it was LeBron. Yeah, I think LeBron had 39 and something else. He was going to work, man.
Yeah, man, we looking great. Kyrie dropped 50 the other day. You know, it's a lot of good NBA basketball happening. But when it go ahead. Well, when I think when all the smoke clears, the playoffs are gonna be really good.
Yep.
But the Lakers are gonna get it done.
I think I might agree with you on that. But let me ask you this: what you think about the NBA now versus maybe like I'm gonna have to say like 15 years ago? Only reason why I asked you that, right, is because it seemed like the NBA was. It don't seem like it is what it is. They don't run plays no more. Mm-hmm. It's just, it looked to me, bro. It looked like a professional pickup game, and everybody just want to shoot 3-pointers all day.
Yeah, it's just run and gun.
It's just
ain't nobody playing no defense.
They don't play no defense or nothing like that.
I think honestly, the players are a lot more athletic now. Yep. You know, I don't think it's like, let's say 10, 15 years ago, you had centers and power forwards and small forwards and shooting guards. And I think everybody played their role on the team. But now it's like everybody can kind of do everything. So it's like you got big men bringing the ball up the court. Mm-hmm. You know, you got LeBron going coast to coast. And then another thing, like you said, everybody want to just shoot threes. Uh-huh. And I think that came from, the Golden State era.
That came from Steph Curry.
Yeah, man. So I think the game is I'm going to say it's less technical. It might be a little more exciting for fans. Yeah. But it's not a whole lot of team basketball playing. Nobody playing defense, and ain't nobody locking up, and ain't nobody doing none of that stuff. It's just like run and gun, shooting 3-pointers.
Because you got star players, bro. How could you be the superstar and don't have defense or don't play defense? I'm not gonna say you don't have defense because I don't know because you never play it.
Right.
But how could you be considered a superstar and you don't play defense?
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? Or how could you be considered? I'm gonna say this, man. LeBron a superstar, bro, but you can't be better than Kobe or Jordan, and your jump shot is like it is. Your jump shot improved over the years.
Yeah, it's got better.
It's way better than what it is.
But you saying it ain't 100%.
You hit 3 balls now, but so how?
I feel what you're saying. So you saying he can't be a superstar because his jump shut is not wet.
I'm gonna say this: he is a superstar, bro, because he know how to use his weapons. Mm-hmm. He got weapons, and he use them to the utmost.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, you can't be better than Kobe or Jordan, and they jump shot better than yours. They can do what you can do plus shoot.
Okay, well, just playing, the advocate.
Yeah.
Let's say somebody like Steph. We know, he light skinned and everything like that, right? Yeah. But Steph can shoot better than LeBron.
That's true.
Would you say he's a better player than LeBron because he can shoot better than LeBron?
No. I'm not gonna say that at all.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that. He just a better 3-point shooter.
Okay.
He a better shooter. He a better 3-point shooter. Let's keep it real than Jordan.
That's a fact.
And Jordan, my favorite player.
Yeah.
But overall, Jordan is like a total package.
Yeah. I understand. And I feel like the players that we watched growing up, like you said, Jordan's your favorite player. Yeah. It's a certain pride thing. It's like, if I'm going to be the best player, I'm going to play some defense because it's pride.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure you don't score, and then I'm going to go score on you.
This is true.
But James Harden, a lot of those cats don't feel like that. No. It's like, I'm going to get mine, you do whatever, and I'm going to get mine again. And it's a different type of ball, and I feel like it's damaging the youth.
Yeah.
When I go watch AAU basketball, sometimes I'll go out, and a friend of mine had a son.
Yep.
And, he was playing AAU basketball, so we would go to the tournaments, and it's nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? I love basketball. So to be around it, seeing kids playing, it feels good.
Yep.
But when I watch the kids play now, all they doing is shooting threes, bro. Yeah. Ain't nobody going to the rack. Nothing. Ain't nobody really playing defense. Mm-hmm. They all coming down, jacking up 3-pointers.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad for the game, to be real. I don't want to sound like an old head that's hating on basketball, like these young boys, but it seems like players aren't really getting to the nitty-gritty anymore.
Is it that, I mean, look, I guess I can't say. I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad. I guess everything just evolved, bro. I guess that's what the game is evolving to. And if you a fan or if you like the sport, you got to evolve with the game.
True indeed.
You get what I'm saying? But, I mean, is it less exciting to see? For me, it is because I want to see you. I want to see you go hard on offense and defense.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Exactly. I like Patrick Beverly. Because he just seemed like he just tough,
Yeah, Patrick Beverly, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie, man. I like the boy. I don't know how to say his name.
Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis. I can't pronounce the boy name, but I like the boy. Man.
Yeah.
They got a problem because they say he can't shoot.
But he'll develop that.
Yeah, he'll develop that. But I like that. I like Patrick Beverly. I like Kyrie too.
Yeah.
I like Kyrie. But I be like, what happened to the crossover with these point guards, man?
They don't have no. I don't know. It's like
Kyrie got handles.
Yeah, he do.
But what happened to the crossover?
I don't know, man. It's like the game changed.
Yeah, we need some bone collectors and all that in the NBA. You feel me?
Yeah.
We need the bone collector and what's the boy, my white boy name, man? The professor.
White chocolate and the professor and all of that. Yeah.
That's what bring that back.
Yes,
you know what I'm
indeed.
saying? And intertwine those two with the new game, and then that's some entertaining shit. To
All right.
see.
So before we switch gears, man, really quick, who would you say that your top 2 players in the NBA right now are?
Right now, top 2, I'm gonna have to go with LeBron, the first one.
All right.
I'm gonna probably go with LeBron and Kyrie, or LeBron and KD.
LeBron and KD.
LeBron or Kyrie, KD, one of the two.
KD. KD is a monster though. I just can't get with it. He just seems too sensitive, bro. Like
They all sensitive in today's time. The new generation is sensitive, bro. This what we living in. Everybody sensitive, man.
Everybody offended. Everybody sensitive. Yeah, you right.
You feel me? So yeah, that's just what it is, man. But I'm gonna probably rock with LeBron and probably KD, bro.
Okay.
KD, you can't stop KD. KD got that arm span, that wingspan too crazy, and he tall.
Yeah.
And he can dribble. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to switch gears a little bit. We all know that earlier this year, it kind of took the life out of the city. People still talking about it. I haven't seen it on this level for nobody, not even Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the death of brother Nipsey Hussle.
Yep.
When that went down, I actually saw you at the funeral in the Staples Center. It was so many people in there, man, but something that really, really took a toll on the city.
Mm-hmm.
And being from where he was from, I know you got a chance to meet Nipsey.
Yeah.
I met Nipsey.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that's ran into him and things like that.
Yeah.
Just in your perspective, speak on, what that did to the city, man. Him passing and then kind of meeting him when he was alive, man. What type of brother was he in your perspective?
Right. So you saying first thing, what it did to the city, bro. I think for me, man, I think it did 2 things, man. It kind of hurt the city, but then it brought the city together somewhat. You feel what I'm saying? But prior to him dying, bro, we in the city, we been on Nipsey. We been listening to Nipsey. We been knowing, the marathon stories right down
10
there.
years.
We've been knowing that, but on a broader scale, they didn't really know that.
Why do you think people didn't tap in earlier on? Like, why did it take so long for people to understand what was going on with Nipsey?
Well, because he was on an independent grind. You get what I'm saying? That independent grind is a slower grind.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You get more fruits from your labor, but it's a slower grind. You feel what I'm saying? So of course, if he grinded by himself, it might take a little longer than somebody that was on a major label. You know what I'm saying? And but that's why I think it took so long. You know what I'm saying? But us in the city, we been on him. You know what I'm saying? And I think because he was probably, that I can think of right now, don't quote me wrong, he the first rapper that I can remember that was actually born and raised from L.A. that we lost.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was a first. That was a shocker in itself.
Yeah.
And not only was he from L.A., he was an artist that wasn't Hollywood. You get what I'm saying? When I mean Hollywood, I mean he was down to earth.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We wasn't best friends or nothing like that, but I done met him a few times, been in the studio with him and stuff like that, and he was always 100.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He was down to earth. He was cool. He was chill. You feel what I'm saying? He was real accessible too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can go to the marathon store on any given day and you just might run into him.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Don't got no problems with taking pictures. Don't got no problems with nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
People from outside of the city don't necessarily understand that. They say, well, he shouldn't be moving like that and he shouldn't be in his hood like that. I don't think they can understand the dynamics of how LA works.
Man, look.
And then they don't understand where he from. Like, that's not a place that you go over there and start no problems. Like it.
I think, look, I can see it from both ends of the spectrum, right? Because he got money now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got the money, and some people feel like you shouldn't place yourself around
harm.
Exactly. Around danger. You got too much to lose. You feel me? But at the same time, he's looking at it like, bro, this is me. This is where I'm from. This is where I grew up at. This is my land. This is my turf. This is where my business is at.
Exactly.
This is where what I look like getting money and now I'm leaving. Or even though I can't touch the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people I think are different. Mm-hmm. Like when I say different, you know, you got some people that is not scared to put their feet on the ground and touch the people.
Yeah.
And if they die in the process of that, long as the positive impact, long as you have that positive impact on the people, mm-hmm. I think some people is cool with sacrificing that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But then you got some people that would rather help from afar. Mm. They not gonna be real. They not gonna put their boots on the ground on the pavement and really go get out there and go. You know what I'm saying?
Just to kind of, because they want to distance themselves from it. They don't want no mistakes and nothing
like
like that.
It's like this. I'll give you an example. You got some people that'll get up and go cook some lunches and take themselves down to Skid Row. That's a fact. And then you got some people that'll provide the money or provide the funds for somebody else to take them down to Skid Row. Yeah. You feel me? And I feel like he was one of those hands-on people. Yeah. That was just like, no, this is where I'm at. We gonna make the change. We can change the city up. You feel what I'm saying?
I think that's more effective, so the people can see you, so the kids can see you. You know what I mean? Yeah, because when he passed, there was so many people posting pictures with Nipsey. Yep. It's regular folks in the neighborhood. Yep. You know what I mean? And it's like that means something to them. Like it influenced them, and I think these little black boys, man, and girls that seeing what he was able to do is very powerful, man.
Big facts, because it's like this, bro. Even the city, bro, it's little things, man. You got to see him grow from the Slauson Tees to how the Marathon store produced to how that came about. You get to see from even the different cars he drove. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Because I remember I had run into him one time. He had like some old type of little coupe, like a Benz. Yeah, you get me? Yeah. And then I had ran into him maybe some time later. I think he was in that 600 Benz. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Up.
So it's nothing, but it was motivation. Like, I can really do it out here. You can really get it out here. And not only that, you can get it out here. You don't need the major labels or this big old major whatever machine to get it going.
You can get it going yourself with your homies.
With your homies. It's just if you believe in yourself and your team, you can get it going.
And I think it was so powerful for him, man, because just knowing where he was from and to see him come up out of that, but still be respected so much anywhere in the city, man. It was powerful, man. He was something else. So I brought this up to get into this, man. There's been a lot of stuff going on online. We know brother Wack100.
Okay.
You know, Wack. And I'll say this first. I'll preface it with this. I never met Wack100.
All right.
But as a businessman and the interviews that I've watched, he seems like a very intelligent man. Like he's not an idiot at all.
All right.
So we've seen what he's done with Game's career. You know, he's known for being Game's manager. Now he's Blueface's manager. He's actually the head of Cash Money West.
Too,
he got Savvy the First. Savvy the Third.
I don't know if he still got. I'm not sure, but I know he was at one point. Yeah.
Because you know the situation over there is kind of muddy with Savvy the Third and Cash Money the West. Hopefully that brother can get it situated.
Right. Yeah, Savvy Third hard.
Yeah, he's dope. Actually, that's one of my homegirls' nephew. Yeah, we might be able to get him on the show, man. And I would like to see that brother come out and do something right. Yeah. I mean, not that he's doing something wrong, but I know it's kind of muddy with him and Wack100 right now. Hopefully they get it together. But anyway, Wack was on the popular podcast No Jumper with Adam 22 and Blueface.
Yep.
And they got into some comments that Wack had made about Nipsey.
Okay.
He jumped out and said some wild stuff about Nipsey. A couple people from that neighborhood had some things to say on social media.
Yeah.
A couple days after that, Wack came out and said, well, Big U called me and scolded me, so I'm going to chill. I ain't going to say nothing else. Kind of left it at that. Then he went on Adam 22 and they got back into the Nipsey conversation. Okay. So I'm going to play what Wack100 said and I'm just going to come back and see what you got to say about this.
Say no more.
Check this out. Hold on, where we at with it?
In the world of being a man.
Let's do it.
Straight man, right?
Okay.
If I reach across this table right now and slap the fuck out of you, as a man, We talking about a man. And I'm saying this because your eyes tell me you're a man.
Right.
Win, lose, or draw. You got that from me, right?
Right.
If I reach across this table and slap the fuck out of you, as a man, what are you going to do immediately? And I'm right across the table.
I mean, it's kind of an awkward position as a podcast host,
No,
but I
fuck
guess we fighting, right?
We fight.
Yeah, we got to fight, right? Yeah.
That's in the
I
jungle.
think you're gonna fuck me up.
No,
but I'm gonna give it a
but
go.
I'm saying, but win, lose, or draw.
So he's speaking about just laws of
listen,
nature. As a man, if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
Win, lose, or draw, right? In the jungle, in the politics of being a man, that's what you're gonna do. It's the same shit with the gang culture. Certain things bring certain things.
Right.
Period. And I really believe some of these rappers start to believe that the dudes in the hood give a fuck about you being a rapper. Nah, man, what the fuck? We over here every day. This shit is chess, not checkers. Because when a statement like that gets out in the neighborhood, you've just made an attempt on his life.
Right.
Because the neighborhood kills snitches. You understand what I'm saying? So now it's like a tug of war. Who gonna do what first?
That's real.
That's all I'm saying. It's just, and I think people don't like to hear the reality of this shit. Man, look, if Nipsey would have died saving a little kid, hit by a car,
I was going back to that.
No, hold on.
So Blueface understands
Right?
this is
If he
sticky
would've
territory.
died,
I don't want no parts of this. He actually
breaking
gets
up
up
a
and
gang
leave like, man,
fight,
I'm gonna get off the
stopping
camera.
a robbery is different. That's fucked up. He died gangbanging, homie, and that's what come with this shit.
It's hard for maybe like a more mainstream audience
It's
to,
not
to hear
mainstream.
that message.
We talking gangbanging.
Right.
If I walk up on the motherfucking say, blood power, where you from? And little dude a crip, and he whip out his pistol and blow my brains out, Wack died gangbanging.
Right.
That's gangbanging. There's no motherfucking rules to engagement or no limitations to how far the opposition can go when you're gangbanging.
Right. I think it's just hard for a lot of people at home to
You know how many
understand
people dead
that
because they had a
shit,
color
you know?
on? Motherfucker dead because he had red on or had blue on.
Right.
He didn't even say nothing. He didn't know the dude. You had that on, bam. You did like this is gangbanging.
Bam, yeah.
That's it.
But how do we stop that cycle? I guess is what a lot of people are concerned
we've
about.
been working on it. Why you think guys like me and Big U and guys like Wacko and Blue from Long Beach Insane and like can get on the phone and bring our homeboys together to do things? We've been working on it.
Right.
But I mean, we destroyed the shit for 40 years and ain't gonna get right in 10.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
So basically, he's saying that Nipsey brought his death on himself, basically, and it gets a lot more disrespectful and crazy.
Right.
But, we ain't got to really get into all that. But what's your thoughts on that? Because one can say, well, he was gangbanging. That's what come with gangbanging. But on the flip side, that's not necessarily what happened. So, I mean, what you think about that?
From what the stories, from what I hear, you feel me? Like, this is a tough one right here because I feel like if they saying that he called the dude a snitch, and then dude got mad, turned around and got a gun, that's kind of, that is, I mean, is it gang banging? Not necessarily, because I mean, it could just regular street shit.
Yeah.
Right now, if I am aware enough to say that if you call, like in the street world, not even just like, you don't even have to be from a gang, you can just be in the streets doing whatever you're doing, I mean, like any criminal activities.
Absolutely.
But especially for a gang member, if you call him a snitch, that's like the worst thing you can call him.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's it.
That's like you feel what I'm saying? So in a gang world, when you call somebody a snitch and they not a snitch, they supposed to, there's a certain way they supposed to handle that.
Right.
Right? In other words.
Exactly.
You know
They're supposed to retaliate a certain type of way.
A certain type of way, right? But, I mean, I look at it like he feel like, bro, you did this, I don't want you around me. He just being 100 to whatever.
Exactly.
He just being 100 to the game, to the script. You know what I'm saying? To whatever he dedicated to. He just keeping it 100.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But I mean, did he die gang banging?
It's hard to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say. I don't even want to say that.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I do feel like it could have been handled a different way.
Yeah.
If somebody called you a snitch and you not a snitch, I mean, if you felt that way, you could have got down with. You could have caught a head up.
Yeah.
You know
you
what I'm
ain't got to
saying?
double back and shoot nobody for that.
Nah,
yeah.
I think so. Part of that for me, part of that was envious and envy and jealousy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jealousy, because you could have got down with it. You feel what I'm saying?
So as opposed to walking up on somebody and you got to just and shooting them, you should just shoot a fair one, get a head up, and that's it.
Yeah, but that's not the time we living in.
That's not the time.
But
we living in.
they was from the same hood.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
exactly.
that was played completely wrong.
It's a lot of politics in that.
Yeah, that was played completely wrong, man. You feel me? I mean, that's just my opinion, though. I can't really, speak on certain shit, but that's how I feel. I feel like you wasn't supposed to. Hell no, they wasn't supposed to kill Nipsey, man. He was supposed to be protected.
For sure.
He was doing too much for the city, man, for everybody.
Yeah.
And even if it didn't affect you or your neighborhood directly, still, I mean, he'll go broke if he helped every goddamn body. You feel what I'm saying? But it was a start, that should have just motivated those to start getting going in their city.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I think he did, because I seen Joe Moses opening up a 99-cent store, and there's a lot of cats in their neighborhoods doing the same thing Nipsey was doing. So
you got the boy, I see 211, he got his own store over there too in Inglewood.
Yeah, yes indeed.
The Level Up store.
Yes indeed.
Yep.
So that's good. I think
Joe
brothers are
Moses
seeing what
too,
Nipsey did.
The basketball. He got the
football team. Yeah, we know Snoop got the football league. Yeah.
Yep, Snoop got the football league.
So that's good, man. I think Nipsey. It's like we hate to see him. It's almost like he's a martyr. You know what I'm saying? He died for a cause, but it's like hopefully that positive really spreads around.
Yep.
But in terms of, we got another situation. In terms of, as a man, if I feel a certain way, I'm not gonna pull a gun on you. I'm gonna walk up on you, and we gonna handle the situation, right? Rapper Guap Dad 4000, and your boy Russ. Now Russ, man, this guy gets lots of flack. People always shitting on Russ all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And this is a brother that's built his own career. Granted, he do seem a little snobby, like a little brat. He always bragging and stuff like that. But you can't take nothing from him.
Yeah.
He built his own thing. He got his own paper. You gotta give him kudos, right?
Yeah.
On Guap Dad's album, really good album, which I might add. Guap Dad got a poppin' album. He got a song called Product Process, I believe.
All right.
Featuring Black. And on the song, he's going in. He said, "You might be doing all right, but we call that Russ." It's like a little diss, right?
Okay.
Russ heard the music, and they were both at a festival in San Antonio. Apparently, Russ wasn't happy with that. Walked up on Guap Dad. He didn't pull a gun on him, but he, kind of fired on him a little bit.
Right.
Now, the video that I saw looked a little crazy. Looked like his security guards got on Guap Dad. Russ was pulled out. Looked like some sucker stuff right there. But what I can commend as a man, I'm not saying we need to be out here in the streets fighting and all that, but just trying to get to some level of communication. It's an issue. I'm going to address the issue head on. I don't know who this guy is. I don't listen to his music, but I got to commend him for that. Like, I don't agree with the security guards and all that. That was some sucker shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But walking up on somebody and you got an issue with them and just trying to address it as men, I can get with that.
Right. Okay. I can get with part of that for sure.
That's
but
it. Okay, go ahead.
the only part I'm not feeling right is, first of all, if you felt some type of way, like Russ got, man, I don't know what type of money he got, right? But for sure, he walk around with security on the regular. The man not broke.
Yeah, for a
So
fact.
obviously, you knew what your security was gonna do.
Yeah.
Before you fired on this man, right?
Exactly.
Now, I respect you for, at least you didn't pull a gun out on him. You approached him, in person. But what I can't respect is, would you really have done that if you
your
was by
security guard,
yourself?
yeah, probably not.
Feel what
Probably
I'm
not.
saying?
Exactly.
So I mean, I really don't know.
Yeah, it
But
goes
would
both
you have
ways.
really done that if you was by yourself?
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
He would not have walked up on him like that and did that. You're right.
That's all I'm saying.
Let's hear what he got to say about it.
Go ahead.
Let's hear what he got to say about it.
Never had an interaction with in my entire life.
Right.
Chose to mention my name in a questionably negative, stupid light in your song for no reason. Because,
Right.
like I said, we don't have any interaction.
Right.
So at that point, whatever happens after that is on you. And a lot of people like to skip to chapter 2 and chapter 3 and say, well, why did you do this? Stop.
Right.
Go to chapter 1. Why did this person, who I've never had an interaction with, mention
And
my
he
name
just
in the
said
song?
something reckless in like one of his
just basically
songs.
was on some like, we don't give a fuck what you're doing though.
Right.
It's like, okay, cool.
And that so
you didn't have to do that.
So that was purely. It started off in a negative space, and
So he was on Nick Cannon in the morning. This was a couple days ago.
And then what
I
happened?
think I seen a
like,
clip. I didn't really pay attention to it. Though. I seen a clip.
Texas or
Malibu.
So he gonna.
I was headlining.
Yeah. Shut the bars. I hear you.
Yeah.
And did you go to his trailer? He went.
I went to him. I saw him walk outside.
Right.
So I went up to him, and he was sitting down. I told him, like, yo,
you got a caller?
Let's chop it up.
Quick. And he started moving with it, turning his like I'm thinking that you're about to swing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm not about to wait
so
for you to
you
swing.
got off before he
I'm
could
not
get
about to
off.
wait for you to swing. I'm not waiting for some 3, 2, 1. Like, you should know what time it is. If the way I'm walking up, you should know what's going on. And I'm in your face looking at you in the eye. So you should know what's up.
And then from that point, there was an altercation. We've seen the video.
Yeah.
And then at this point, where does it sit between you two?
I care as little about him as I did 3 weeks ago.
Right.
I don't care. Like,
so you just addressed
the whole thing
it.
is like when people are like, oh, well, you could have ignored him. You know who else could have ignored me? Is him.
Yeah.
You feel me? Don't come to me and be like, why didn't you just ignore it? Like, yo, I'll ignore y'all if you ignore me. I don't really give a fuck about any of y'all. Like, I'm not trying to be friends with any of y'all.
Right.
I don't live out here. I stay in my house in Atlanta. Like, leave me alone and I'll leave y'all alone.
Right.
You don't see me just pulling up on random people.
But that's real. Hey,
keep my name out of your
mouth.
mouth.
I'm
not gonna come talk to you.
I gotta salute that because.
I mean, yeah. If he ain't, man, this man ain't said nothing to you. He ain't said nothing to go out there. Why you speaking on my name?
Exactly.
Why? You feel me?
Yeah.
So
on both sides, it's like he shouldn't have went over there with a security like that. That's some sucker. You know what I'm saying? But he did address it.
Now, one thing I will say is, I ain't mad if he fired on dude. It just fired on him.
Yeah.
And then security didn't touch him. I'm not the him just firing on the boy. That part, that's fine.
That's cool. Yeah.
Because you know, like you on. You feel me? You dissed him.
Yeah, you should know what
ain't
time it is.
Ain't no telling how this person gonna take a diss. Some people don't take kindly to a diss.
Yeah.
Me personally, do I feel like, in my opinion, for me, do I feel like that was like if I got all that money, that right there, I wouldn't have been bothered by it.
Yeah. It seemed like he was just trying to make a spectacle of that. Like he could flex. He had his security guards. Let's make this go viral real quick.
But then again, he probably tired. But it's like every time I've seen he get into it with, I don't ever really see him run into it with no real street type gangster rappers. You feel what I'm saying? But then at the same time, they might not be dissing him.
That's
you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, But yeah, man, he shouldn't have said. You should have kept this boy name out your mouth.
That's a fact.
Day, and I guess you know what I'm saying.
But what I will say though, for Russ, that's gonna affect how he moves around California, because you can't just be out here jumping folks and you don't really know who they connected with and all that. So he gotta be careful.
That's true.
You got security, but
he had the incident with what's the boy name? Smoke Perp.
Yeah, he did.
And he had the incident with Adam.
With Adam 22, absolutely.
Yeah, but I don't think in the Adam 22 and those other situations did he actually get? I don't think he got physical at all. None of them. I think his security.
His security did. Yeah.
Yeah. So
this is the first time he actually got physical. I think with somebody.
Yeah, but I do know it's not a good look for him.
Yeah.
You keep having these altercations that can mess up your business.
Yeah, that's bad for business.
You
for
feel
sure.
me? So I don't understand that part and why he going about it that way. Yeah. Unless he just.
I think
tired, or he just he fed up with people talking about him, or he just want to prove he gangster. I don't know what it is. You feel me? But that.
If I had bread like that, or when I get bread like that, I'm not running down nobody's trailer and smacking them. I'm good, bro. I'm good. And it depending on what you say,
because I'm gonna say this, man. Like I'm old enough. Like man, certain words, certain things don't really bother me, bro. Like, what you saying? You feel me? But at the same time. Whether I got money or not, I'm still a man.
Absolutely.
So you don't.
It's a certain threshold you're not going.
Respect.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I can't necessarily say.
Yeah.
I might not file somebody.
Yeah.
That might be the wrong way to go about it, but it's almost like.
I feel you.
It's like I'm a man. Like
there's certain principles you got to stand on all the time.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, man. I'm me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care about this money, man. You disrespecting me.
But check this out.
Do it make sense though? It might not, but I guess I can speak on that when I get the money.
When you get there, yeah.
You feel me?
Exactly.
So
All right, so we're gonna change gears one last time, man. Another thing, we talk basketball, we talk, the streets a little bit here and there, but producing was something that honestly brought us together, man. Music music, it was the start of everything for me. That's why I'm in the radio, everything. Music was the start of everything.
Yep.
And once you start getting into producing, you had your favorite producers, your favorite beats and things like that.
Yep.
A bunch of cats, you know, Dre, Battle Cat, what's the cat? Rick Rock up in the Bay. A gang of cats you grew up on here on the West Coast, a certain type of style, DJ Quick and all of that.
Yeah.
What this brother right here though, man, really changed the game for me when he came out. The way the beat sounded. I remember they had an intro on their first album, and just to listen to the intro was like 15 seconds. That Star Trek intro. It was doom 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 doom. It was like 15 seconds, but just listen to the sounds.
That was that compilation now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it had the Roscoe P. Cole chain on there and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Pharrell sat down with Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin was one of the founders of Def Jam with Russell Simmons.
Yeah.
Had an interview, and they talked about a whole bunch of producing and things like that, but they really got to the point of when Pharrell got sued for that Blurred Line song, that Marvin Gaye song.
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke, yeah. So he produced a Robin Thicke song. They said that he sampled the likeness of Marvin Gaye.
Yep.
And it really sent shockwaves through the industry, because they like, well, he didn't actually sample the music. He just created a feel that felt like the song.
Yeah.
So he sat down with Rick Rubin. Just check out what he had to say about that and what that like did to his production.
The issue is it's bad for music because we've had an understanding of what a song is, and now based on that one case, now there's a question what a song is.
Yeah.
It's not what it used to be, because in the past it would be the chords, the melody, and the words would be the song. And your chords, your melody, and your words, none of them had anything to do.
Nope.
So
it was just a feeling.
But
I'd often see
it leaves you it leaves us as music makers in a really uncomfortable place making things, because now we don't know what you can do.
I failed you. I did. I left it up to what I thought would be, what was right.
Yeah.
But I was wrong, because I didn't go the extra mile to get people to understand. You can copyright that which is tangible.
Yes.
Not the intangible.
Yes.
And that's what they proved.
Yes.
Because I had the ability to make something feel very similar.
Yes.
They said, you know what? This is wrong. If it feels like it, that's what it is. Well, you can't copyright a feeling, because if that's the case, there will be a lot of marijuana cases right now. Right?
Yeah.
Well, this weed makes me feel this way,
yes,
and this weed makes me feel this way. It's the same. Copywriting feeling.
Yeah.
Right? So that means that, like, if you make chocolate and somebody else makes chocolate and both of them make someone feel a certain kind of way, they can now sue you.
Be an interesting documentary for you to make about this.
Copyright.
Just explain to people how it works, what you did, what the rules historically have been, and what impact this decision has on the history of music. Because everything is rooted in something. Everything.
Nothing new under the sun.
Exactly. You get a feel from everything. Even when you producing, you gotta pull off of everything that it's like
that one hurt me. That one set me back. That one, like, that hurt.
Well, everyone was shocked by it.
Of course.
Anyone who understands the situation would be shocked by it, because what you did was completely what has been done since the beginning of people making music.
Yeah.
Well, he was sued by the estate.
I mean, can you imagine all the people who
Marvin
made
Gaye's
Motown
estate sued him. They won.
Music?
How much was it?
Everyone.
At that time, when they started the lawsuit, the song had generated $32 million. So I don't know how much it made overall, but it made a lot of money, though.
Oh, that's swinging. Hey.
Yeah, so basically, in a nutshell, you guys remember that song, that Robin Thicke song, Robin Thicke, Pharrell, Blurred Lines. It sounded like the Marvin Gaye type of feel. After the song blew up, it got to like $32 million made. Marvin Gaye's estate came out and said, hold up, you sample Marvin Gaye's stuff. And if you know anything about Marvin Gaye's estate, they don't play. Like, they don't clear no samples. You can't do no Marvin Gaye nothing. They not playing with you. So it went to court, and Pharrell's feeling like, I'm not really gonna fight it too hard because I'm leaving it in the hands of the people that know, hey, you can't copyright a feeling. I didn't sample that part. I just created my own part that sounded like that. And he lost the lawsuit.
Yeah, they say what it was about $5 million, from $5 to $7 million.
$5 to $7 million in a lawsuit.
And it's what it ended up. That's what he ended up selling it out to.
Wowzers.
But I mean, if the song generated $32 million,
that's not too much.
Take the $5 million, man. Yeah,
but did you hear about Juice WRLD though?
Yeah, that
with Juice WRLD and Sting.
Is that how much they trying to get him for?
Man, Sting. I think Sting wanted when the song blew up and they finalized that. Yeah, you used the sample for Sting. I think he wanted like 85% of the song.
Right.
And Sting put out a statement and said, "Man, my grandkids are gonna go to college off of this song. So thank you for sampling this song for me." Like, basically, like shitting on the dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you did all this work, whatever. But I'm taking 85% of your earnings from this song. So producers, if you're producing, make sure that you got your samples cleared, or try not to even sample, or transpose it enough to where you don't have to. You know, it's real sticky with that copyright stuff.
Right. I me personally, man, I be feeling like though, like big artists like that, man. You know damn well somebody like me that's at the house, right? I might be, let's say we in the goddamn basement of the makeshift studio,
right?
Sampling, making beats. You know, goddamn well I don't have access to go find no Sting or nobody. These artists know that.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? I kind of feel like, me personally, sometimes. And then you ever notice how long they take before you hear about the lawsuit?
Because they wanted to run up. They want to get some bread. So they
So at the same, I be feeling like, you know, it's kind of wrong, but then you can't take nobody's stuff and feel like you could just run off with it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I do feel like the law shouldn't allow nobody to be able to take 85% of this song that you know damn well, bro. I just sampled it. You know what I'm saying? I can see, okay, 50%.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
but
saying?
85 is a little much.
85?
Yeah.
That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, which song sold more? The original one or the new one?
Well, I think the Sting song definitely sold more than Juice WRLD.
Right.
Yeah.
So but what I'm saying is, why would Sting make a comment like my grandkids gonna go to college off this?
Just to shit on you, just to let you know I'm taking this how much money I took from you.
Yeah, but you wasn't sending them off your original song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You wasn't sending them off that. You didn't have a bag off of yours. You feel me? Why try to shit on the young boy?
Yeah.
You feel me? You know he doing doing his thing.
You know he working. Exactly.
Come on, man. You gonna try to get him like that?
Exactly.
But you know. But I heard stories of artists want to take 100%.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's people doing it, you know. But hey, I feel like you gotta just do square business, man. Get the business square in the front, so you ain't gotta try to mess with it in the back, man.
Yep.
That's a
But
fact.
and you know what's so crazy too, though, man? Sometimes when you working and you in the studio, you just be working. You don't think like, oh, this finna be a hit. It could just been in the studio like we working.
Yeah.
Okay, this hot.
Yeah.
And then put it out, and next
And
thing
then
you
it
know,
blow
you
up.
got a hit.
Yeah, because you're not thinking about split sheets and contracts and all that when you're in the studio.
But you got to though.
Exactly. Yeah.
You feel me? Like for all the young artists coming up, you got to, bro. You got to get your business right. You feel me? Because there is ways to have some income flowing, bro, without even being signed to a major label.
Absolutely.
You know, if you got like you said, your split sheets and however, you know, y'all gonna split and divide whatever you doing up. You know, it's ways to get some income generated, man. Because you know, Spotify, iTunes,
I think
YouTube,
streaming changed the game, man.
Streaming everything for real,
Absolutely.
and every time it changed the game big time. Because every time somebody press the play button and play your song,
getting paid.
You get paid. For
Absolutely.
it.
And it's like it's compounded interest, like meaning that if I put an album out now, and let's say everybody don't get on it now, but the more work that I keep doing, people gonna go back and check my catalog. You know what I'm saying? So the more I do, the more worth I put in my catalog. So streaming is a different game, man. And artists are making a lot more money off of streaming, I think, than before streaming was invented. Because you know the labels was taking all the money. They wasn't cutting these artists fat checks like that.
Well, they saying, I'm not 100% sure, but I remember watching a DJ Paul interview, right, on DJ Vlad. And he was saying one stream is like less than like a penny or something like that.
I think the metrics are kind of bad.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But it also too depends on, I guess, because different platforms they pay different. You got Tidal, you got Spotify.
Yeah, YouTube, all that.
You know what I'm saying? iTunes and all that, they all pay more. But this one thing I want to add, right? So people be saying like nowadays, how could you compare streaming numbers to numbers back in the day, right? Like to actual physical copies. Because now you will hear people say, oh, this song streamed the most ever in music history, right? Or this song sold the most in music history, right?
Right.
Or stream.
How can you compare it?
You can't compare the two. Because ain't no telling how many times somebody done hit that play button on them CDs.
Exactly. You don't know.
You can't keep track of that. So how could you say that?
Yeah, they become random stats. Like when Summer Walker came out, this is the highest selling female album in 10 years for the first week. And it's like, hold up, man. Like,
for the first week. Though.
Yeah, like,
what the first week, man? Come on, bro. The
like,
first week,
Some of them stats Nicki be posting, like the #1 album for 32 hours in Spain or something. Like, come on, man. What you talking about?
But I mean, that's all for pub, man. That's all to promote the album and promote what you got going. You got to make everything seem larger than life. Yeah. But nah, you can't compare streaming numbers to albums sold, physical copies, bro. That's what killed me in today's time, man. It's a trip.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna wrap this up, but I mean, we're gonna have you back. I'd love to have you back, man, more often. We're gonna get the Slap of the Trash shit going. I think that's a really good idea, man. If you got any artists that want to come through, we're gonna expand, maybe move into the bigger studio, man. We start getting some investors and just put this on a bigger platform, man. Start actually shooting this thing and then take it to these networks. That's the plan.
Got it. I'm with it, man.
Yeah, we just need more representation from the West Coast in the mainstream media. We need more black men with opinions in the mainstream media, in entertainment, on news, everywhere, man. We need to see our faces. Our sons need to see our faces on TV.
It's true.
And hear our voices on the radio. So we doing what we got to do to push this push. You guys stay tuned. Again, get the people your handles, where to tap in at. All the artists that want to send some music to Slap It or Trash It. Just give them all your stuff, man.
Yep. On IG, Slap It or Trash It. SLAPITORTRASHIT. That's on IG. Just follow me on IG. If you want to send any music, you can DM it to me. The email is actually in my bio too. It's youngbroproductions@gmail.com. If it's hot, we'll put it up there free, you know.
Well, there it is, man. It's been real. You know what I'm saying? It's the Peace and Love Podcast. We're going to leave you guys with some of this legendary neighborhood nip. You guys tap in again at EMCGEEE. Any questions, comments, concerns, we're going to be back in here hopefully tomorrow. And yeah, man, y'all be good. Take it easy. God is good. Tell somebody they look good. You know what I'm saying? Just love your mama. Tell your mama you love her today. And y'all take it easy, man.
All she want is time. All she want is time. Look me in my eyes. Call me on my lives. Lock the city down till the summertime. Time to slice these niggas up some humble pie. Caravan of foreigns, let my youngin' drive. Elevate my game for the 100th time. You can hold me down through these troubled times.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love.